Hello, hello. We're back with we're back with Aliens. Grim Perilous Plays. We haven't you guys haven't seen us for a long time. I don't know, is it like 3 or 4 weeks,
A
folks?
couple
I don't
weeks.
know. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
two.
Well,
9:26.
some
Has it
of
been two
us,
weeks? I don't
some
even
of
Yeah,
know.
us
not that
just
long.
last Sunday.
I run this damn game like 3 times a week.
Or
So like I
Monday.
honestly like when you guys do your recap tonight, I really need you to help me because I don't remember some things.
Which game are we playing, Matt?
Yeah, it's not like you've ran this multiple times.
We should do our
Nope.
Mutant Year Zero recap just to mess with them.
Uh,
Oh my god.
I can recap it for you pretty quickly, Matt.
No.
Cool.
Everyone
Okay.
except for us is dead.
Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah,
That's pretty fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh
That
no,
was
you
pretty fair.
saved one
It,
Marine,
it
didn't
ended
you?
on
No,
a
did you kill all the Marines?
cliffhanger with Hammer staring at a coughing
Oh,
kid.
No,
I
it was a
forgot about
mother with her.
that.
it was
Like,
a woman
Yeah.
scratching her chest
Yeah.
yeah,
With
she's
Okay, I
got
totally
a
kids.
forgot
kid
about
with
that.
her.
because I recognized it and I went, what was that code word for the thing in the chest?" And everyone went, "What?"
Oh, that's right. That was a hell of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do the round table. Let's get to this because I want to see if you shoot this woman in front of her children. I'm curious to see how this plays out. Adam, you're up first. Tell us what you've got going on, and please tell everybody about Chaplin.
Okay, well, what I have going on is I'm working a lot on Flames of Freedom. I'm still going through some developmental editing. Do we happen to have the link?
No.
Okay.
I don't
Is
have
that in on
any.
Yeah, that's on our Zweihander RPG channel. So let's see here if I
Let's
can
see if
just.
while you're telling us about Chaplin, I'll see if I can dig it up, Adam.
Awesome, thank you. So yeah, that's what I've been working on with Grim Perilous Studios, with us being hired out to do certain tasks on Flames of Freedom. It's on Kickstarter right now.
There you go.
Please
Fire
click.
Rising.
Yeah,
It's in the
please
chat.
click the link. Come check it out. If you like it, back it. Be awesome. Chaplin is a synthetic, and he's a team medic. Sometimes his medical practices are a little extreme. Like if he notices perhaps some cancer in a teammate that once considered him a really good buddy, he just obliterated with a bullet or something like that. Um, that sort of thing. And but he was forgiven right away, and everybody trusts Chaplin now.
No.
There's no reason to worry about anything at all anymore. But no, he prefers the term artificial person, and he's just trying to save the team, save the cheerleaders, save the world, that sort of thing.
Yes, I was muted. Yes, that is correct. I am unmuted. Jeremy, what do you have going on? And can you tell us about the fabulous hammer, please?
Yeah. So I have the joy of sometimes hopping in on another GNP project. Currently, we're doing some radiator writing. That's a ton of fun. That's a little ways down the pipeline, but it's going to be great when it shows up. I've also been doing some fun recording for a little thing I like to call the Pludcast, where we talk about a bunch of nerdy comic book stuff. The latest one of us is a dissenter, and that's okay. But yeah, PLEWD, Pludcast. It's a good time. And yeah, I'll be playing Private Hammer, who is just a true blue hero, an amazing Marine, willing to kill whoever the superiors tell him to kill, because that just falls right in line with what he wants to do. So the captain keeps saying, shoot this person, and Hammer keeps shooting those people, and it's just been a good old time.
Yeah, that's Hammer in a nutshell.
Hammer's a good person.
He's a very good person.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. So I'm Mike the Boss Bossler. I do the Mechanics Mondays for our Patreon. I do a little game with Jin, do a little Borderlands 2 on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we do our Desperation Point game that we're kind of mixing Zweihander and Flames of Freedom together and playing a game to show that, the systems are compatible. And then every once in a while, I play cool games like this, like Aliens and Mutant Year Zero. So
Yes.
fun.
I know it's few and far between when we get together and get to do this.
Mm-hmm. So Zimajewski, I don't know. The juice is what we call him.
Majewski, Zamajewski. I've run it so much I've now learned how to say his name, even though it's part of the joke is that nobody says his name correctly.
Well, I'm glad that you guys know how to do that. So
Jensen.
yeah, he's nobody's buddy. Like he wants to be the guy that gets respect, and he has the belt. And if you don't respect the belt, you get the belt. Yeah, and so he's kind of a bit of a show off. So yeah, he's trying to upshow the Hammer because the Hammer thinks he's the shit, but he's not. The juice is.
The juice is loose. That was the chat on the Thursday night game over in Free League. Someone coined that with the juice in that game. The juice is loose, and I love it. It's so good.
You want to be a piece of shit, Juice? I mean, go for it.
I mean,
Yes.
I am the juice. You're shooting up the juice. So
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Time to juice up.
Time to juice up. Hey, Adam, I shot you a message on Discord. I don't know if you saw it.
Uh-oh.
Just a heads up. Ken, what do you got going on to tell us about Iona?
I'm playing Iona. I'm a rifleman. I am sort of like a squeamish ratty dude. He's sort of just like nervous. I draw pictures and lay stuff out. Currently, I did the cover for Flames of Freedom. That's currently on Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
And I do the Plutecast with Jeremy and Matt, and I'm working on the Radiator chat book with Adam, which is the post-apocalyptic rule book for Zweihander. I think that's it, basically. That's basically all it is that I do.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we might see a new episode of the Plutecast this week. Hitting.
Yeah, this week I screwed up the sound, so I have to really finesse it. So that's on me, guys.
Yeah, exciting. And last but not least, Jennifer.
Hello, I'm Jen. I stream on my channel called Pixel Preller. I'm part of the Grim Perilous team, and I do proofing and editing. And yeah, I play Iona. Or not Iona.
I play Iona.
I mean, I hate Iona. I play
What?
Captain Silva. What? You're my best friend, Iona. I don't let you bleed out while I smoke or anything.
Yeah, that reminds
Cat
me.
going crazy.
Go ahead and don't forget to refresh your Act 2 agendas that we're on right now. But okay, let's do the recap because you reminded me of some very important things and where we left off because I completely forgot about where we left off. Holy crap. So what happened last session? How did it start? Did we start with the start of Act 2?
Pretty much. Like we were trying to get back to base. Things were going crazy. Like there was like ships in the sky and artillery going off. Somebody did some weird like oil-based chemical attack or something like that.
Chaplin got effed up and Silva started to feel the effects. Oh yeah.
yeah,
A bunch of we got jumped in the street.
ambushed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who'd you
by
get
those
jumped by?
UPP
Oh
SOBs.
yeah, they took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay.
The
so
upsobs, as we like to call them.
Yeah, there's the
UPP.
tank stuck in the road. We had to get that out of the way.
You got slammed with rocket launchers on your.
You almost
Yeah.
lost the APC. Yeah,
That's right. So you're holding together with shoestrings and bubble gum right now, and you guys are
Mhm.
making your way back. Who did you encounter?
The
Faye.
droid from the bar.
Yeah, Faye 2.
you mean who did we almost run over?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. She was in the road, and you're like, pedal down. Okay, so you ran into her.
Mhm.
Did we have
Literally.
anything with UPP, crashed ships or anything like that take place? No, yes.
No, I
Yeah.
shot
You
a ship
mentioned
at one
UPC.
point.
I think you did.
Yeah, I thought I did.
And we totally just left them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right.
we totally left those Marines or something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Because
We're-
we're not down with UPP.
Nope. We got to get back to base. Priorities.
Yeah.
So we piled into the APC with a bunch of like
Refugees.
people, refugees from the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The juice had
We
to make
got
the call
lucky.
because the captain was kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used that as leverage to get the synthetic to help fix our synthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
But unfortunately, shortly after that, yeah, you were in a bad way, man. But then, yeah, there's some sweet little mother holding a child in her arms, and she's showing signs.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think she had
signs.
children. She had 2 children, didn't she? One on each side.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
she's
Uh-huh.
like complaining
Two beautiful
heartburn, and she's rubbing her chest. And I think did she cough up blood, or blood was coming dripped out of her nose? And that's where we left off. She was one of the refugees that you picked up in your APC to take back to Fort Nebraska. And the plan is to get to Fort Nebraska. War has broke out in this planet, and the plan is to get to Fort Nebraska. So your only way out of here is the space elevator off planet. And that's where you're headed. So, let's start. All right, so this woman, she's complaining, she's scratching her chest. Oh, she coughs, some blood comes up, and her kids are asking, "Are you okay, mommy?" And she said, "I'm okay. I'm okay. Must have been something I ate." So, Hammer.
I'll wait just a beat to see if
Sure.
the captain says something, but if she doesn't, I do have something in mind.
Yeah.
Must have eaten a Xeno burger.
Where are we stopped or moving right now?
You're
We
stopped.
were stopped.
Yeah, you have
Mhm.
not. You have not left the site yet.
Well, guess who's getting off the bus?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right off the bat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and order a couple people to help. We're gonna ask her and her kids to get off and just say, "Hey, we forgot something over here."
Quick! Got it! It's like taking a dog out to the country and just driving
Like, are we gonna
Could you-
ask them, or are we
could you
gonna
help
like
us look
ask
for-
them?
We're gonna
All right.
politely ask first and see what the reaction is.
Oh,
All
We
right.
lost our contact lenses. Could you look very good at finding them. Could you
Wait.
come find them?
Yeah,
Wait a
and you've got
minute.
such little hands. Can you have your kids help too?
No, Captain. It is not ordinary for someone to be coughing up blood.
Yeah.
If we were trying to attempt a ruse, we can use my medical training as a means of just diagnosis before we head off to see if we need to drop her off at the hospital.
We're not going to the hospital.
Maybe she's contagious and she shouldn't be spreading that shit to her kids.
Correct. However, if we want to keep up the ruse,
Are you seeing this in front of them? Because I'm gonna smack you.
Okay.
no. I'm
He's just getting really,
I'm
really
rude.
loud.
I'm like
Ask her if she wants to kill her kids. If you won't, I will. I'll ask her if she wants to kill her kids. Do you want your kids to die, woman?
are you standing over her having this conversation? I thought you took a knee.
Juice
Yeah.
is still on the wheel, just holding it and just like.
Yeah, I was whispering to the captain, but
I may or may not have shot up some stuff
st-
recently.
You're standing over her, and she's kind of like looking at the group. You're very heavily armed Marines. All-out war has erupted on the planet. You're the only hope of possibly getting out of here, and you're standing over her, kind of whispering and talking and getting agitated with one another. And she looks up. Is there a problem? She
Yeah, I
wipes
think
the
you
blood away from her nose.
I think you left something outside. You want to come look and make sure it's yours or not?
No, I have my kids and everything here.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you dropped something.
so intimidating.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm okay.
No, I'm
You're
pretty sure
not
you dropped something.
Okay.
Because I swore I saw it come out of your pocket.
What was it?
I don't know. We should go look. You're the one that dropped it.
You saw something fall out of my pocket and you don't know what it is?
It was $1 million bill.
Could one of your Marines possibly go get it for me then? I don't want to.
Well, I just want to make sure it's yours before we do anything with it.
I'll lean in real close and like go from like the weird thing, like, and then we're talking out loud and then go back to kind of whispering. We saw you coughing blood. The doc there knows what it is. What you got inside of you, you're done for. But your kids don't have to die. Now you can get the fuck up and get out. And you can say I love you to your children one last fucking time. Or the last thing they can see is you a smear on the wall. Your choice, woman.
Laughing because Jabba looks so serious.
A good person.
And you said this loud enough for her children to hear?
No, I'm whispering it in her ear.
Okay. She starts to tremble.
But I'm just like that whole
She has no idea what's
like,
going on. She doesn't know what's inside of her. She has no idea what's going on. I'm not gonna make.
But she knows she's coughing up blood.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll manipulation or anything. So she'll reluctantly get up and
Tell
her two kids, like, let's go
no
outside.
And you tell his children. You tell his children that before you get off.
She tells her children to stay behind. That's what you want, Hammer? Is that what you want?
What else do you need to tell them before you go?
Gotta say it now.
I don't remember, what was it. I was too busy laughing.
Tell your kids you love them one last time.
That says a lot about your parenting, man.
You hear her throat like swallow, and she's trembling. She's, I love you.
All right, so how many of us are going out there? I want Chaplin to do something with her outside.
And
probably me and Hammer.
Walking through the crowd of other, and everybody's looking on like, what's going on? What's happening?
Oh,
somebody
it's
else.
all
Leave her
right.
alone.
She just dropped something.
Leave her
She
alone.
just dropped something.
Shouldn't we be leaving? Shouldn't we be going?
Who's saying that? Just a random person from the
Just
crowd.
a random refugee.
Tuberculosis is contagious sometimes, and I need to do a proper diagnosis.
Check us out at the medical facility at the fort. Let's go.
You want to be in this enclosed area with somebody with tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis has been cured for the last 300 years.
Space tuberculosis.
Oh, that's the worst
It's
kind.
new.
Okay, get her out.
Mutated.
Very well.
That man's a doctor.
Not space tuberculosis. All right. There's a medical facility at the fort. Remember, you guys have been there. You fought a chest burster there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she's walking out. People are looking though, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing? Just leave her alone."
I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
You're
I
asking
understand
the
that
woman?
now that we're outside. I
Sure, she's
understand-
outside, standing beside the APC. Like, where are you taking her?
I understand that. No, like just outside of any window or anything like that, so no one can see.
Sure.
I understand that you're probably confused and may have some questions. However, I need to ask you questions. It is for your health.
You turkey.
She says, "Okay, all right."
How long have you been having these symptoms?
Just today they started flaring up.
You have not had heartburn before today.
No.
Let's start to do some calculations on when Dante was starting to show symptoms, and how much time I believe we may have in order to attempt another operation.
Yeah.
Is that a roll I need to make, or
Yeah, it could be a medical aid.
okay?
That just goes, yep.
Yep.
Any modifiers at all?
No modifier.
Okay.
Modifiers.
Modifiers, yeah.
You had been with Dante for only 2 days. Yeah, you can't tell. This lines up with symptoms of heartburn, space tuberculosis, aliens in your chest. You're like, I need WebMD.
Captain.
Yeah, Chaplin.
Could
symptoms-
also be, sorry, there was also that black shit that people have inhaled and started coughing up stuff and acting weird.
Licorice?
Yeah, the ash.
The licorice.
Captain, it could have been the ash that we had encountered. It could also be the parasite. I would like to take her to base for a diagnosis. However, I understand the gravity of the situation. I would need your orders.
I can't jeopardize the people in that vehicle. I can't jeopardize you guys either. You guys are my team.
Is this over a channel where all of us can hear?
Did you
I assume
smash
you're
your
outside
comms?
too.
Yeah, I am.
It's like, yep. Yeah,
Is,
yeah.
I'm just. Is this something? Does Hammer hear you say that too?
Yeah.
What?
Uh-oh.
It's quiet.
What? Did you just stab her? Did you just gut this
He
woman?
brings out the combat knife, and he brings out the knife, and it's quiet, so the people inside the vehicle don't have to hear it. Just puts his hand over her mouth, shoves it in the chest, and just kind of slowly brings her down to the ground as best as possible.
Wow.
Hammer's a good person.
Wow.
You're a good guy. You're a good guy.
All right,
There's no
Chaplain.
corruption in this game. We're good.
Wow. Wait, no, you have to do a coup de grace. You have to do a coup de grace. You have to fail that, don't you?
I don't know.
You have to, so to do a coup
You
de
do.
grace or kill someone in cold blood, you have to fail an empathy roll, and
Okay.
then you're able to do it.
Yeah,
So-
we actually
okay.
talked. We talked about how we missed that like 2 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm
ago.
gonna rewind, and you can
Okay.
keep that roll. You can keep that roll for your combat knife, but you're gonna have to
Okay.
roll. I think you take a stress. Let me look it up so we do it correctly. Coup de grace.
Okay.
I think
Awesome.
it's a stress, yeah.
Yeah, I think you gain a
Worth
stress,
it.
and it's empathy.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
the Juice is playing his
More stress.
Yes, one stress,
Good.
and empathy. Sorry, and Juice, what are you doing? You're playing what?
I'm just playing music through the APC, you know, just like
turn it up.
DJing, like DJ Juice here.
What
Like,
is
just
empathy
throwing
under?
down the beats.
It's just really, really loud and cheerful inside
Empathy.
the APC.
It's command manipulation medical aid. So there is no like button to roll the actual stat itself. So just roll something that you have. As...
Oh, I have 1 dice in empathy.
Okay, so just roll. I don't know.
Is there a way for me to just roll empathy by itself?
No, so
I'll just roll
like,
manipulation because I don't have any skill in it, so I'll just roll
Perfect.
1 dice.
Perfect, yeah, because it'll roll the base. Oh, you can't bring yourself to do it.
So I know this is the opposite of what it's intended, but I do have a story point. Could I use my
There
story
is.
point to instead
Yes.
of intentionally? I'll intentionally fail
I
my
will.
empathy check.
Sure, I will let you, for the sake of this scene, spend a story point. I'll gladly take one away from you for you to gut this woman. Put your hand over her mouth, slit her throat while Chaplain and the captain are talking.
So you do like
I'm
a psych. You're like,
Blood-
just kidding. But then you hit
Blood
her again.
starts running down. Warm blood, you feel it. Falls into the snow. This woman just goes limp in your arms. What do you want to do with her? You're in the streets. There's like buildings all around you. Remember, Faye 2 came out of a building, and she ushered these people over to you. What do you want to do with the body? Just leave it in the street and drive away?
We gotta burn it. I'm not even
Yeah.
here. Sorry, never mind.
Iona, bring out the flamer. I'll drag her around a corner or something.
Okay, so Iona leaves the APC and horrified by what he sees, but tries to keep cool about it.
Aren't we supposed to bring this back to base?
We're risking everybody inside if we do.
No, we're not supposed to. We're supposed to destroy all the evidence, aren't we? Still.
I thought we were supposed to bring it back to the base.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants us to bring it back, but
Or Wayland Yutani wants it all alive.
Do we want? Would you like for me to see about dismantling the body and putting it in storage containers?
technically they only wanted the 4 soldiers.
So we are free to dispose of the body.
I would.
I like the way
What a
Cap thinks.
dark beginning to this episode.
I know, right?
I'm sorry. Sort of.
Iona's gonna literally look back and forth between Chaplin, Silva, and Hammer, and just wait to be told what to do. Way above his
Just
pay
wipe the
grade.
blood off. Put the
Are
knife
you-
back.
Hey, try it. Cut it out? What are you gonna do?
Burn the body.
Yeah.
We gotta
Jack's got
go.
it.
Base is under attack.
If you want to get rid of the evidence most quickly, we would cut it out and burn it. It would take a long time for the flames to cook through.
All right, Chaplain, you do you.
You're just gonna drag her into a building and just do surgery here?
Yeah, I'll take out my cutting torch and cut it open.
Right here in the streets? Oh
No, I mean,
okay.
Oh
my god.
Yes, right by the
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 kids are
vehicle
like,
with the
"Where's my
doors open.
they were discussing going around a corner, so I'll probably take it to
Sure.
an alley because the cold doesn't bother me. So
Right. All right,
Yeah.
go
All
ahead.
right,
make
so
me,
Iona's
medical-
gonna just follow Chaplin. He's gonna pad behind him slowly, looking downtrodden.
All right,
with
so
his dark hair.
Chaplain and Iona are going to go perform this surgery.
Iona,
Surgery.
Proceed.
your signs are exhibiting that your behavior is exhibiting that you're experiencing signs of trauma from this. Are you sure you're prepared for this?
I'm fine. Let's go, Chaplin.
Okay.
Let's just do this.
All right, drag around the corner. Make me a medical aid roll, please.
Oh my god.
I got
All right,
one.
You use the cutting torch. You slice her chest cavity open. You peel back the rib cage. It's nothing there. Gain of stress, Iona.
Knew that was coming.
There's nothing there.
I knew it. Oh well.
Chaplain, you don't get stressed because you don't get stressed.
Jen goes, oh well.
Ah.
So it was like, man, the others aren't there, so only Iona gets a stress after seeing this.
This is highly
Messy
disappointing.
boy. Iona's gonna be in shock for a second and be like, just burn it and make it look like it was. We have to make it look like this was like a sick person.
I will continue to burn the insides with this torch.
Sounds good, man.
Okay. All right.
Would
I'm
you-
not gonna
would
make
you
you roll
like-
for that. You can just keep
Yeah.
burning it
Would-
and mangle it.
Would you like for me to act as if there was something inside?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
you're
the
gonna keep
soldiers.
this alive between the two of you?
Chaplain, that's what I'm saying. I say we pretend like there was an alien or a parasite in her, and then we burn her up to make it look like there was, and then we don't tell anybody, not even the captain.
I believe that this is going to be good for your psyche right now. However, there could be long-term effects, and I recommend therapy later.
And let's stow it. Let's just get this done.
It has been done.
Stow it. Yeah. He's standing there burning it while he's looking at talking to you.
He's just like holding a heart up, being like,
All
So
right.
We do the deed, we torch it.
Yeah. You get back to the APC. Hammer's very pleased with himself. He's wiping the blood off his hands. Majewski's like, "Can we get out of here?" And the kids come over to you and say, "Where's my mom?"
To me?
To the two of you when you come back, they're asking, "Where's my mom?"
Oh boy. Iona is gonna try to lie to the kids and say that she went on a special mission for the Marines and that their mom's a hero.
Oh my god.
And Chaplain will just say, "This is affirmative."
All right, so you can roll a manipulation. I'll give you a +1.
You gonna give me a +1?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll give you a +1.
All right. So manipulation.
You're lying to some kids. You just
We're good people. We're
kill
good people.
Hammer just
Yeah.
slit her throat in the streets. There's a giant pool of blood behind the APC, and then a drag marks a trail of blood around the corner where there's conveniently a fire now. The smell of burning flesh.
Did that not go through?
That did not go through.
One submit.
I hope you start to panic.
Oh, wait. If my manipulation's 0, do I just do... What do I do?
So roll manipulation, and then I'll ask you for a modifier, and you can put a 1 in there.
So it looks like it's going to do doubles. So you can pick either
Wow,
one.
you lied to these kids like a fucking ace, like a boss.
It's because I'm so distraught and sad that I have tears in my eyes.
Hammer's
maybe
just
yeah,
smiling and nodding at you. He maybe even gives you a thumbs up.
They say, okay. And like one of the other refugees comes over and like gives you like the dirtiest look, Iona, and like puts her arms around them and starts like kind of comforting them and talking to them and
And then I look at the
distracting
kid and
them.
I'm like, maybe you can join the Marines too when you get old enough.
To the
Yeah.
kids? You're horrible. All right, let's get this APC out of here. You're a bad man.
I want to read the room.
Sure.
To see how many of them are acting like suspicious of us.
Well, it's hard to say because Sandstorm is blasting so loudly from the speakers because of DJ Mike.
Yeah.
Darude Sandstorm.
DJ Z Juice.
Remember that song was everywhere? You can make me an
Still is.
No, it's not. Make me an observation roll, please. To read the room. The artificial man cannot sense the emotions of the people.
Okay, yeah, we can move on.
All right. So, Majewski, you're going to punch it down the highway?
Yeah. We're heading back towards base, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah, base. Okay.
You are heading back towards base. You are.
What's that name? Mr. Plow.
That name again?
Mr. Plow.
All right. So, you are driving along. And all of a sudden, a big mammoth shadow appears over top of the city, in the sky, up in the air. This thing's like 15 kilometers off the ground. And it's huge. It's a massive ship. It just kind of like eclipses everything. Like, I know it's nighttime, so like the moon light is all of a sudden blocked out. And you look up, and it's not UPP. It's not the U.S. Marine Corps. You've not seen a ship like this before. All of a sudden, a succession of airbursts start to explode overhead, turning the sky pitch black. As that happens, you hear a screech ring out in the area. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up and on your arms as you hear this. A massive EMP burst goes off. The APC just goes dead. All of the electronics on you go dead. All the street lights, everything, boom, dead. Drop ships start falling out of the sky everywhere around you. You just hear like a screeching and squealing of engines as they slam into buildings everywhere. Chaplain, blue lightning arcs from yourself to the APC itself.
Fun.
We're gonna roll for some damage here for you.
Okay.
Potential damage as you.
You were just healed up.
I know.
You're welcome.
Let's see if we get anything here for old Chappie. No, you're fine. Doesn't damage you. But it reboots your systems. And you see blue lightning out on the streets, arcing between all the street lights and from street lights to buildings, and electronics just like pop and fry everywhere around you. The shooting stops. This place is silent, and there's this big, massive ship just sitting overhead.
Would this affect any of our weapons?
Yep. All electronic items carried by you are knocked out. Technically the smart guns, but I'm gonna let it fly. None of your weapons, but like all of your personal your PDATs and things like that are just like fried right now. You can make a Comtech to try and get them back online and up and running. But otherwise they are done.
So I'm unscathed rather than a reboot?
Correct.
Okay.
So your APC is now useless, and this ship is just hovering there, and it's just shedding like a big black shadow over the whole place.
Can we see through the windows, or is it really just jet ski that can?
It's
see
really
it?
just jet ski. It's just like the viewpoint at the front. The railguns over at Fort Nebraska have gone silent. Like everything is done. It's just like crashing and explosions is all you hear around you. Once this EMP went off.
I am just gonna try to catch Hammer's eye and just give like a what the fuck, but like mouth it, not say it. Just be like,
I think Hammer, even though he's horrible at Comtech, is like the big, like, what's the, like, we've got the Gatling gun, and what was the other type of gun on this vehicle?
There's a hand.
It was like a plasma gun, wasn't it?
plasma.
Yeah.
Plasma.
He's going to try and do Comtech on the plasma gun because his instinct is to shoot that other ship in the sky with the plasma gun.
It won't shoot. It's
I mean-
15 kilometers up. It won't hit.
What's
I'm
that
not saying
normal
it's
person
logical,
does?
but
I
that's
don't
like,
know. I don't know what that is in
Hammer
miles.
does that
I'm
is
sorry.
logical.
I don't know what that is in miles. Someone in the chat, if they want to do a conversion of kilometers to miles for my American friends,
yeah.
you can.
But just
yeah,
kind
you
of
can make,
with
you
a
can make
crazed
Comtech.
look on his eyes, that's what Hammer's doing.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a Comtech. It'll be at a -2.
It's like 9 miles up.
All right.
That's really high.
So let me give
Really
myself
big
a
ship,
-2
too.
on that. So I'll be rolling a whopping 1 dice. Yeah. Well, shockingly,
Holy cow!
It comes online. He's able to put it online, bring it back online. The plasma rifle, plasma gun. But go ahead and make me a panic roll as you start firing into the sky.
Wonderful. That's like
And
the best
it just
time
kind of
to have a
like
panic
arcs
roll.
and falls and hits
Complete
buildings and
maniac.
people. Oh, and you start to get a nervous twitch as you do it. You get it running, you get it going. You just start firing it, and you get this nervous twitch the whole time. Your stress and everybody else's stress goes up by 1.
Excellent. I'm a good person.
Your APC is now useless.
Iona is stressing.
All right, time to go on foot. Everybody out and hustle.
Captain, all of these people too?
If they make it.
They can
Damn.
hear you. That guy in the back, I can hear you.
We should shoot that one guy that keeps like.
Yeah, whoever that guy in the
That-
crowd is.
that-
He's
yeah,
so
that's-
toast.
If only we had smart guns, then we could shoot smart asses.
Oh. They're reluctant. They're like, what's happening? People are panicking. They're screaming. What's happening? What's going on? They can hear the explosions and things crashing into buildings all around you. They're freaking out. They're losing their shit.
Staying
There's a
here,
ship. We gotta go.
staying here is your worst chance of survival. Coming with us is your best.
What he's saying is, come with us if you want to live.
Stay close. Stay safe.
All right. So yeah,
Alright,
they'll reluctantly shuffle out. Some of them are dressed for the conditions, the weather. Others aren't. But they have little other choice. You know what? No, I'm gonna say that one that the smartass goes, "I'm staying here," and he just sits himself down on the seats and I ain't moving.
All right.
Do we have any spare pistols?
Yeah, there's spare pistols, there's spare plasma rifles or whatever. But they're not plasma rifles, whatever they are. Pulse rifles. All the gear. There's spare gear in here.
Yeah. Wonderful. If anybody
Should we
needs
tell the
anything,
people
we
to
should probably.
gear up?
So
Gear
people-
up the civilians.
Yeah, people are leaving.
Did-
Except this one guy. He's like, stay here, all of you. You gonna follow them? What are they gonna do?
We're gonna
They-
kill the people that try to kill you.
Oh,
If
you're
you
gonna-
wanna stay here, great.
Are you gonna kill people? Are you gonna take us out back and kill us like you did that woman back there?
She's on
We're
a
gonna
special
shoot the
mission.
UPP. Is what we're gonna do.
She's on the.
You want to stay
special
here? That's fine. I'll even leave you a gun with 1 bullet.
They give him 2. That way he can at least take a shot at someone else before he shoots himself.
He tries
Yeah.
to rally the others. Come on, stay here. Don't follow these jarheads. They're the reason we're in this trouble. We can make it on our own. We'll fortify our positions. We can do
I
this.
don't care.
But he doesn't seem to get much attention. People aren't buying into it as he's trying to rally them to stay with him and break off. It's suicide. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna get you killed. Don't go with them.
Warm up, Marines. We're moving out in 10. And when I say 10, I mean seconds.
I've got a plasma gun. He gets up.
I have a
is
plasma gun.
that?
Shut up.
Good for you.
Captain,
Yes, Chaplain.
there is one thing I wish to check on the APC. Should only take me a few moments.
What's a few moments?
15 seconds past the 10.
All right, because we're at 0, so I'll give you some extra.
Cap, do you want me to see if any of these backward yahoos knows how to handle something?
Sure.
All right. Do
Whatever
any of
gets
you
us there
jackasses
alive.
know which end of these things puts bullets in the other person?
No, none of them do.
Okay,
These are
then
all, like,
please do
work-
not pick one up because I don't want to get shot in the back.
These are leftover workers and families and people who couldn't afford to stay here. Some of them are actually refugees from neighboring planets who fled, came here as a layover with the war that broke out nearby, hoping to get further away from this shit.
What you doing, Chaplain?
I will be there in a moment. I wish to check the I wish to make sure that this person is capable of making rational decisions for their well-being.
You're gonna snap his neck, aren't you, Chaplain? All right, Chaplain. This guy's in the APC. You walk back in. He's like, "What do you want? What do you want?"
I promise you, your best chance of survival is to come with us. Please, come with us.
You can make a command roll. Try and
Put that
convince him.
mustache on.
It'd be opposed.
Yeah. I mean, he does put the mustache on. And he,
Okay.
Really breaks the ice.
He's got 2 successes to say nah.
I got 2 successes as well.
Ooh, he goes.
2 successes and a mustache.
I got 2 successes.
Mustachio question.
Mustache.
Yes.
He looks at you. He looks at the mustache. He looks at the plasma gun. He goes, "Fine, but give me a gun if I'm gonna be stuck with you, jackasses."
Here's your gun. Here's your 1 bullet.
You just give me a handgun.
Mhm.
Okay.
The one that Hammer was offering.
Hammer time. All right. Yeah, he takes it. Turns the safety off. Starts brandishing it wildly. No.
I'm pleased that
This guy's wild. I like this guy. Let's have him join the team.
Yeah, I am pleased that you at least know how to take the safety off. I advise putting it back on until it is time to use it.
All right, middleman. Let's go.
There is no metal in my body.
Hmm.
And then I turn and I start walking to catch up.
All right. So Chaplain comes out of the APC, and this guy's in tow with a handgun in his hand. And he looks.
Is he still being willy-nilly with it?
No, but he locks eyes with you, Hammer. He waits for you to look, and he looks back at you, and he just kind of gives you these eyes, like.
I blow a kiss at him.
Oh, nice.
Dude, you should do the eye thing that he does in the Aliens 2.
The middle finger.
No, yeah.
Yep.
Look into my eye.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. All right. So you are now walking. You're walking back to Fort Nebraska. It is silent. Deadly silent. There is nothing happening, nothing going on. And you guys are trudging through the snow. The storm is getting worse and worse. It is getting colder and colder as you do so. You walk for a good 20, 30 minutes. And all of a sudden you can hear voices. You can hear shouting coming up ahead, around a corner up the street. You hear multiple...
Can we real quick, sorry. Can we
Yeah.
see what that spaceship looks like or whatever the giant entity above us is?
Yeah, it's a massive, giant, almost square ship.
Could I try to get like a beat on if it's any of like the powers that be above us, you know, like Weyland Yutani or UPP or something like that?
Yeah, you can. You can do an observation. Oh, other Jeff.
Apparently my my roll 20 loves to just not show my rolls when I roll them. It's coming someday.
Sometimes it'll just take a while.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to ask is during that time of us walking, is there any chance we'd be able to banter and take some stress down?
Yes, you can. Speaking of which,
Yeah, so I'll be like, oh, this is the best vacation I've ever been on, blah, 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 blah.
everybody loses
Well, at least
two
we're not
stress
2
due to banter.
days away from retirement. Ha 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 ha.
So wait a minute. So that means we lose a stress, but then gain a stress because of the
Well,
alien?
you're using the banter skill, right?
Yeah,
Or ability. So everybody loses 2 stress from banter.
Okay.
Nice.
Like who's in earshot as you try to break the ice and calm everybody down. Even though you're successful in your role, there are no markings. This is not like a special class or make or model ship. You've actually never seen a ship like this before, which kind of worries you. We've got the UPP
Sure
here.
does.
You've got this ginormous ship, capital ship. I don't know if you'd call it that in this, but make me a panic roll. As it dawns on you, you're like, I know every kind of ship that's been made. I know the ships that every faction uses. And he starts getting a nervous twitch. Everybody gain 1 stress.
Damn it.
We used to have nice things.
Siona looks up and goes, I can't.
I'm Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, I can't quite
That's
put
all,
together.
folks. We're
Yeah.
fucked.
So you hear some shouting up
Game
ahead.
over, man.
You hear someone yell, "Get up against the wall! Shut up! Line up! Get them lined up!" This is coming from down the street, around the corner. You can't really see where it's coming from, and you can hear people kind of like screaming and gasping and like, "Shut up!" And then you can hear someone hit someone else. Line them
We
up!
got contact ahead.
All
What are
right,
we doing, Captain?
Marines, we're gonna go up there and inspect what's going on.
We're just collecting these people like Pokemon.
Gotta
Yep.
catch them all. Do you want to stealth
Inspect?
up? What do you want to do? Do you want to do some scouting? Are you all gonna go, or one of you gonna go? What are you gonna do?
I'll go.
Just you solo?
Uh,
Solo mission?
if anybody else wants to, they can.
Wow.
I'm always there with you, Cap.
Wow.
I'll show those UPP sons of bitches what a Marine is.
Yeah, they
And
all
I'll
have
go too.
Russian accents. Get up against the wall, comrade.
Oh, well then, hell yeah.
Who's going to
Shut
watch
sh-
the people?
Shut your dirty mouth.
Hey, they've got a hero with him, and he's got a whole bullet to himself.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
What could go
So-
wrong?
What could go wrong? Exactly.
Captain, not that I want to stay behind, but should we keep someone with the civilians or let them just huddle together for a few minutes?
We're gonna put them in this side building.
Oh yeah.
We'll come
yeah.
back for
It's
them.
not a bad idea.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
There are buildings all around you. Just
All right, so
stash
we'll-
them
we'll
in
tell-
one.
So we'll huddle them into like a building and tell them to like keep cool, keep quiet, no
Mhm.
lights.
Get in this building and shut the fuck up.
I'll
Pretty
give
much.
the person with the gun a few more bullets.
Stay down, stay huddled, and stay quiet. We'll be back.
Oh boy, I hope we catch him by surprise. I
What?
hope we catch him unaware.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all your agendas. I need to give you some story points. Chaplain, you get a story point.
I'm gonna take point and go down the street stealthed.
I'll
Jen's
try
gonna
and
take
stealth
that
with
point
you.
from She's not even gonna wait.
All right, it's Chaplain right now. Chaplain, you get a story point right now.
Cool.
So you guys do you want to stealth up, or are you just gonna walk up on the scene?
Stealth.
Stealth,
Stealth.
if possible, would be nice.
All right, make me mobility rolls, everybody, please.
But
I'll
how
give you
can we
all a
hide?
plus one
How can we
because they're
hide out in
yelling.
this open tundra?
They're yelling. They're shouting. They're distracted. They're not. So you're gonna get a bonus. Everybody's gonna get a bonus one to their mobility roll. Chaplain, you're stealthy. You're woo. Hammer's just like cocks his gun, just runs in. There you go.
I got one.
You were successful. No, you are quiet. Everybody has succeeded so far.
Do we have a modifier? Did you say yes or no?
Yes, you get a plus one. They're distracted. They're not expecting you. Okay, so everybody's quiet. Everybody is quiet. Hammer, go ahead and make me a panic roll, please.
Yes.
Hammer loves the quiet game.
I do love the quiet game.
Nothing. He keeps it together because he smells blood in the air. He's happy. This is it.
Nice.
What's your order? What's our marching orders here? Who's up front?
I
Who's
was
behind?
like your order alignment.
Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Cap said she's up front, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
point.
want to be up front too. Like
You running side by side, the two of you side by
No,
side
he's
down the
behind me.
I'm behind her,
Okay.
but just barely. Only because I respect her. I'm gonna like 1 foot behind.
Chaplain will insist that he go first in case bullets fly our way.
I
Are
mean,
you
if we
gonna
have
let
the M56 smart gun, wouldn't you want us to go first?
He'd rather get shot before anyone else does.
All right, Chaplain.
Go
You
third
can
then, I
take
guess.
point.
Who's at the back? Iona, I assume.
I have
Yeah.
a smart gun. Why
I
would
have
be
a
in the
feeling.
back?
I'll be in the
Yeah.
back. Sure.
I have
You know
a
what?
feeling
I'll be
whoever's in the back's gonna get screwed. Yeah, who's in the back?
No. So you sneak up. You're going from building to building. You're using cover. You're using the snow to silence your steps. This light, fluffy snow that's coming down tonight. Hide your footsteps. And you get up and you come around the corner and you can see there's a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 UPP soldiers lining up civilians along a wall. Almost like a firing squad, and they're telling them shut up, and they're lining them up and they're stepping back, and there's one commander, he's like, silence them, keep them quiet, and they start to cock their guns and raise them up. I'm assuming we're gonna enter initiative.
We all move
Yeah.
up in a line and we're ready to open fire.
Yep.
All right, these are the first
You're the
UPP
best
that
captain
you
ever.
fought, because it was always insurgents before this.
I'm definitely doing hand signals like round up, and we're gonna do a side-by-side formation.
I'm impressed that you all passed your mobility rolls, to be
You tell
perfectly
me.
honest.
I'm not.
Really?
My crew's the best.
True.
All right, so you're on a map. You're down here in the bottom. There's a firing squad up here with the tokens I can find were a bunch of schoolgirls.
That's awesome. I love it.
Jesus.
And a couple golfers, it looks like. Man.
No. Well, there's schoolgirls with golf hats. I don't know. I
Teeing
had to
off.
use- Teeing off. All right. Does anybody get multiple cards for initiative in this?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So everybody's gonna get one card. Let's see. I got a 10, so I'm going last, no matter what. The insurgents are not the insurgents. The UPP are completely taken by surprise with a 10.
Caught 'em with their peepees down.
Oh.
Yay.
They're UPPs.
You're gross. Gross. Are you guys plugging your numbers in? I see Iona's plugged their number in. Silva's good.
Oh.
You can use my name, Matt. You can be proud of me.
Got a 2.
2.
There we go.
Machuski. All right, I put yours in there. Perfect. Oh, Machuski's going firstski. All right, so you guys come around the corner quietly, stealthily. You can see if you were to put it in zones, 2 zones ahead of you are a bunch of UPP soldiers in there. They're your Russian accent. Oh, I can't. I gotta practice with big pharma.
What was
big
that?
pharma Russian accent. They go to Russia. Big pharma. They shut up, American scum, and they're lining them up to shoot them. You do need to trademark that. That's yours, Jeff. Though I will.
Yeah.
Everybody gives you credit whenever that's used. That is Jeff. There is no nobody else can claim
That's
big
fair.
pharma. So Majuski, you're the first to get the jump on these guys.
So, yeah, he's gonna loose the juice as he sets his pulse rifle to full auto, and is gonna.
Where exactly
Yes.
are we? And oh, there we are.
Yeah, we're like
You're down in the
left.
bottom corner of this thing. It's time to juice up. That's right, Jeff. Jeff played the juice in
Let's
our
juice
So
play.
I
Let's
gain a
golfers
stress
and
level when
kill.
I do that,
You
right?
gain a stress level.
Mhm.
Do you want to move up one more range band, or do you want to fire from back there?
I mean,
It's
I
just gonna
have a
affect your
long
difficulty.
on the. It's long on the rifle, or so is that? I mean, I can get closer. Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
So you're going to gain a stress, but you get a +2 to your roll for going full auto.
All right. So,
Wonderful.
And
character sheet.
And just a reminder for everybody, if you get full auto, for each success you get above the first one, hits the next target. In succession, just kind of goes across them.
So
This is
range
the
combat
perfect situation to use full auto.
modifier.
Yeah.
You said +2.
+2.
are we allowed to do a free verbal?
Yeah, an audible. Sure.
Yeah. Get the F down, basically.
To who?
The people that can see us.
Oh, yeah, the schoolgirls that are lined up along the wall.
I'm gonna
And
say.
golfers.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say shit.
Right. Yeah.
I hate golf.
Oh,
I hate golf so
you
much.
hit one target and you panic. Possibly.
Are you gonna push it?
You
Yeah.
can't.
Can I push that?
You cannot because you got a panic roll.
Oh.
Hey.
So please roll your panic.
Ooh. 10.
Freeze. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and stress level of all friendly PCs in short range. It's a good thing you moved up 1. Go up by 1. So your stress level goes up
Nice.
by 1. They are safe. Majewski opens fire, hits one target, and he just kind of freezes with fear as the other insurgents. He completely misses them. They turn around and they see him, and they make him, and he freezes up. But you did do. Oh, you didn't use your little button at the bottom.
Oh, did I
Future-
not? Oh, I
Use
did
the macros in the future because it spits out the damage on it. What's the damage on your gun?
Let's see.
What gun did you use?
I used the pulse rifle, so
Two?
the damage is 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have just done.
And you get the cool sound effect then too. The full effect. All right,
Yeah.
Majewski.
Oh man, that would have been way better.
That would have been 100 times better.
Yeah.
Chaplain, you're up next. You see the juice walk up there, start to unload, kind of goes click, and he's frozen with fear as the insurgents, or the UPP, I keep calling them insurgents, the UPP turn around and train their
What-
guns on him.
What are they wearing?
Dresses. Lots of dresses.
Dresses. No, they're wearing uniforms. They're uniformed soldiers.
So they don't look to be armored.
They are not armored.
Okay.
Dang, that's a good question. Are my
The
UPPs armored?
fools.
Are my UPP soldiers armored? I have the book now in front of me. This is great. I don't have to flip back and forth in a PDF.
Yeah, that is pretty bad, especially with like limited screen space. I
They
definitely do it with Mutant Year Zero.
Yeah, they are armored.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Ooh, that's good armor rating. Oh, I gotta roll armor for that guy then. Thank you. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks,
This isn't the
Adam.
pulse rifle armor piercing,
That's a real chaplain.
Oh yeah,
move.
it's armor piercing.
It is
Doesn't-
armor piercing.
Doesn't even matter. It matters
but it
for
might
chaplain,
affect what
though.
Adam does.
Yeah.
It matters
'Cause,
for
sh-
chaplain.
Shotgun is armor doubled, so it's like
Mhm.
probably not going to use that.
We need some-
It says I have a pulse rifle, but that must have been the other game.
Yes. Yeah, that's the other game.
I mean, could you have picked one up from the APC?
Maybe, but let's not.
We're not
let's
retconning.
do it, so, yeah. I'm gonna pull out the Magnum revolver, and what this is at medium range.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna fire at the one that's already damaged.
Hand cannon. Dirty Harry over here. Combat music going on. Oh, that's a hit, baby.
Mhm.
Nice.
Bang.
So
Is-
wait a minute. I don't know all the stunts for ranged.
Additional
Attack.
damage. You could force them to drop their weapon. You could have forced them prone.
You can exchange initiative, which for some reason we never do, which is an awesome stun.
But Chaplain has a really good initiative. He doesn't want to exchange that.
Yeah.
He
I'm
doesn't want
going to force them to drop their gun.
So you're going to do
Okay.
the 2 points of damage. Is it armor piercing your Magnum?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let me roll their armor. Stops 1 point of damage. And he drops his gun in the snow.
And I'll look over towards the juice and I'll say, Zhmievsky, I'm beside you.
He doesn't turn.
Thanks.
He doesn't react.
Vampire.
But
And
he does,
that's it.
He does feel it for your hand.
That's all for my turn.
Okay. That takes us to the hammer. This is what he's been waiting
Excellent.
for.
It's true. Yeah, I definitely think it's. I'm going to put a point into stress because I'm going to go full auto. Because that's the right thing to do. That's
Don't forget that
and
plus
this-
2.
all right. So I'll get that in there. I'll stay at long range because it's a long range gun, and I'll hope for some good numbers.
Wuss.
Doesn't long range -2 though?
Yeah. Step up one. Step up one, Jeremy.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
It just means
I
like
didn't know
it can
last
be
time.
fired
I
from
was-
long range, but the further you move away, the more of a like regardless, you still get modifiers
Oh.
to the rolls. So moving up closer is always a benefit because it's easier to hit. But that just means that gun can be fired from further away. Whereas I think
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought that meant that's the optimal range to shoot from. So then,
all
yes,
good.
I would
Yeah.
use my what is that called? The fast action to move forward one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. We're not
Sorry, I
getting
was
sound effects
misunderstanding
tonight for the
the.
guns. That's disappointing.
Well, so I did get some successes.
You did get some success. Are you going to hit the guy who dropped his gun? Do you want to like finish off and kind of go down the line? Start with the
Oh
one
yeah,
who's
you
already
always
injured?
go for the kill.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
of course.
wild. How
Let's
many?
roll his
he's got.
armor. Oh wow, he stopped 2.
It's armor piercing.
Oh yeah. F that.
It's
He's
stopping
dead.
Nothing.
He's
Switch
catching
And then I'll
everywhere.
put in. I think. Well, I've got 2 more. I'll hit a couple other folks.
Yeah.
Always go for the kill.
You do 3
Civilians?
more damage down the line to the next 2.
Well, maybe depending on how bad the panic roll is.
Step
maybe.
up and just down the line. I don't have sound effects, so I got to make them. Down the line, you kill
really
the
liked
first
it.
one, and then you hit the next 2. Blood splatters out. People are screaming. The people who are lined up are screaming. Some people are starting to run away.
Yes.
They're starting to run when they see their opportunity to get the hell out of there. Even though you're Marines, they're like, "Fuck this."
Wonderful.
Go ahead and make me a panic roll, please.
I will. This is gonna be great.
This is gonna be
That's a-
glorious. Roll high.
Good lord.
Roll high.
Wow.
Don't die.
You rolled real low.
Wow, you just got that twitch. You've just Hammer has a nervous twitch about him. So you gain a stress, but so does Majewski. Chaplain, you don't, obviously, but it's everybody within short range of you. So
Did he move up?
He did move
Yeah, I
up,
would
so he
be in
wouldn't take
the
the negative.
medium. Yeah, it's on me.
I'll move you.
Thank you.
I look at Hammer and I get more stressed because he just did more damage than I did. Yeah.
Would we technically be short range though if we're one
Use
range?
the belt.
Short and then engaged. So your short is within the same space. Engaged is right next to them. So you're medium range if you're one
Oh yeah, that's
band away.
Okay.
Iona, it's over to you. Iona.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna move up to optimal range because I
Yeah.
have the same weapon, the smart gun, and
You
then
just-
I'm also going to unload on the nearest hurt person.
Comrades, why you shoot us? We are in the same boat. No. All lights went out for all tonight.
You know what? I'm also gonna go full auto
Okay.
because why not?
Give yourself the stress.
So I take the
Yeah.
stress, and then I get
Plus
plus
all
2,
the
right?
stress.
Yeah. Comrades, we can talk this over. No. Over
Nope.
some of your shitty American coffee.
Take that, pig dog.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Who you calling big? Down the line. All right.
I'm just
you kill,
screaming Mickey Mouse McDonald's.
You shoot. You shoot the first 2 that Hammer had clipped just before you. They fall. Bam, bam, bam. Blood splattering on the wall behind them that they were using to line up this makeshift firing line. People are running. Like those people that they were threatening, they're gone. They're gone as you're taking these guys out. You kill 2 more insurgents and UPP, sorry, and hurt 1 more down the line. So there's 3 left. 1 of them is hurt, and 2 of them are unharmed. Silva, it's over to you. Cap.
I think Hammer's gonna fist bump you. That was great.
Sick.
All right. So
Best
I'm
friends.
gonna move up.
Yep.
You murder real good, kid. You murder real good.
Dare I say, birthday boys.
Birthday
So
boys.
I'm gonna go full auto with my pulse rifle.
Yes.
So you get +2, but it's a -1 for the distance, right?
Give give yourself a stress before you roll.
Oh, I did.
Okay. Yes. Then you are correct. 100% correct. Roll it, Captain.
Get that bloodlust.
Do you want to push that roll?
Is it strength? No, it's not strength.
You
Dang.
take a stress and you just get to re-roll everything. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
All right,
just-
give yourself a stress and re-roll. So
Put it
you
in there.
get that one success already. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Nicely done, Captain.
2 points. You
We're
cut
literally
down the
just
one.
taking stress to the dome.
I love it. You cut down the one that Iona had previously injured. The 2 untouched are sitting there trembling as you more Marines just keep piling and running around the corner and just opening fire on the scene. So that's 1. Shit.
Is that enough to wound 2 and then
gravely-
kill 1?
Gravely hurt one of the 2 remaining, and the other one is wounded as well, but not as badly as the other one. It looks the other one, the other one that you shot is barely hanging on, but you did kill one of the 3. Make me a panic roll, please.
Awesome.
8? Oh,
Uh-oh.
you got to tremble also. So you plus everybody in your range band gain a stress, and you start to tremble.
All this wonderful stress.
Oh, it is piling up.
Keep it together, guys.
Your voice trembles and you say, keep it together, guys.
Your voice breaks
No.
like a teenager.
Being heroes ain't easy, but it sure is fun.
All right, these guys are hurt.
We should get some banter in like the Avengers. Like just
Are the
dropping it.
Mm-hmm.
how many civilians are left behind them?
They're gone. They took off. As soon as they got the
Yes!
opportunity, they ran off.
That's what matters.
Yeah, you guys need to go eat some shawarma after this.
That they'll die. That they'll die in the snow. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's all that's important. Is
It's
let
true.
them freeze to death or get shot by a rogue
Blocky
UPP.
alien, like
Mhm.
Borg
Mhm.
alien. Yeah, but I strike a heroic pose, obviously, because we're heroes.
Damn
Like
right.
a tattered American flag, like flapping behind me.
If we find the flag, we should totally make capes out of it.
100%. Or shorts. Think about it. Tank tops.
How many of there are you? There's 5 of you. I'm gonna roll to see who they shoot. The last remaining 2. Number 5 and really?
Oh no.
Oh, someone's got a shot.
Oh, they
twice.
shoot themselves, I guess.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. It is Iona down the line. All right.
How strange that I said they shoot themselves and then they shoot me.
The first one does not get any successes.
Woof.
Like just as you lean down and pull, like, oh, we can make shorts.
Just starts firing wildly as he sees his comrades laying dead all around him. The other one, though, can he keep it together? He can. He hits you. He hits you.
You have armor.
You do have
You can kiss my butt.
You do have armor. Oh, you know what? These guys had full auto weapons. I should use full auto. Womp womp. Anyways, it's 3 points of damage coming at you. Iona. Your armor soaks up none of it. Are you down?
Dang.
Does it drop you?
You muted.
You're muted. Ken.
Sorry, my cats were fighting behind me, so I had to mute. Yeah, I have 3 health, so I'm down to 0.
Oh no.
All right.
I struck a heroic pose and then got lit up.
That's what you get for talking about the shorts.
So at the top of the character sheet, roll me a d66. That's where like the panic die roller is and all that. Hit the d66 button and let's see what your entry is. Oh, 13. You're gonna be fine.
Whew.
Crippling pain. Stress level increases
deal.
by 1 step. That's it.
Really?
That's all that happens. So you get
What?
hit, and you're like, oh, it hurts,
No.
and your stress level goes up by 1. Crippling pain.
Well, no, aren't I dead? Because my health
No.
is at
Broken.
0?
You're broken.
You're broken. So you can still
Oh, that's
you can still talk to everybody. You can technically like crawl around the way broken works. But you're not dead. You're just gonna keep gaining injuries every time you fall below zero.
Yeah, it's similar to Mutant Year Zero. Yeah.
Mm.
So that is it for them. Majewski, you are frozen this round.
Yeah, I lose my slow action, right?
Yep.
So all I got is my fast action.
Yes.
I'm gonna make
man.
them respect the belt. Is there a way I can pull out my belt at this point?
Sure.
My fast
Sure.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you pull out the belt.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll pull out the belt. I don't have the actions to move in to engage, but I'll pull it out and I'll snap it.
Yeah, man.
That way they know it's coming.
Fast action hero.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then that's it. I got nothing else.
That was a good one.
I like that. That's good. All right. That's good. Chaplain.
Chaplain drops everything he's focusing on and then immediately moves over to Iona and tries to revive him from being broken.
Sounds good. Make me that medical aid roll, please. And if you're using med kits or anything like that, they give you a bonus to your roll. Please take those into account. I know.
Whoops, I always forget that.
Don't sell Iona short here if you've got the gear to help.
Yeah.
I assume you were brushing your mustache with a tiny comb before you ran over.
Mhm.
But when you said you threw down everything you were doing, that's what I assumed you were doing.
Yeah, it was just. All right. Medical aid. +1. Submit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
All right.
You're
Very
back
cool.
to full.
Never to fear from this. It went straight through. All we need to do is patch you up. You should be good to go.
You got that lingering, crippling pain.
But it hurts so bad.
Iona's he's gonna give a grim nod. The closest thing to friendship that they've had so far to Chaplain. And he's gonna be like, I really appreciate it.
You will make it through this.
Shut up, Chaplain.
Affirmative.
All right, Hammer, it's over to you. You've got 2 UPP soldiers left. Comrade. And they've just shot Iona down. They're feeling pretty happy with themselves when they.
All right. Whichever one
American
just shot
scum.
Iona, I'm going to take an action to aim, and then I'm going to shoot him.
Aim +2.
All right.
That's the one that's lightly hurt. Was the second guy that shot. American Pig will take you down like we took friend.
That's so.
Da. Ah, the sound effects have come back out of nowhere. Yay.
I'll just chew him up like chili meat.
Oh, why the sound's back?
Damn, Hammer.
All right,
You
you
got a poet's way with words.
Obliterate him. You just you take aim and just pull the trigger and you don't stop. Even when you see he's clearly dead, he's dropped to the ground. You're just shooting the body on the ground. It's kind of dancing there, and blood is splattering everywhere.
I mean, Hammer's deeply affected by the fact that Iona finally showed some killer instinct and then was unfairly taken down.
Yeah,
You have to respect the kid's ability to kill.
make me a panic roll.
It's
though,
unfair
please.
when I finally turned Predator that I got taken
know.
out.
I know.
Look at all those stress dice. This could
Yep.
be good.
Okay, here's some good panic potential.
Oh,
There we go. That might be
God.
a good one.
You're 1 away from instant death. You're not gonna die. 15 is catatonic. You just fall
Wow.
to the ground, heart attack, you die.
That's
That's some Call
awesome.
of Cthulhu stuff right there.
All right.
You open the book up and you die. You go insane.
Instead, my friend, you go
Uh-huh.
berserk. You
Wonderful.
Immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not, and you won't. So it's gonna be the same people in your range band, and you won't stop until you or the target is broken. Every friendly character who witnesses your rampage must make an immediate panic roll. You did not change range bands. Who are you standing next to? It's gonna be Majewski, I'm assuming, because Iona just stood up. I don't know. Iona and Majewski are closest to you. You're standing in between the two of them. So you fire, you kill this guy, you obliterate him. He's just like goo. He's mud in the snow, and then you turn. You got like the killer instinct in your eyes, and you turn to one of the two of them. you pull the trigger. Who's it gonna be?
I mean, Iona just got taken down, so I assume Juice.
All right, Juice is standing there. I guess Iona hasn't gotten up yet. Iona's
Mike,
still laying
Mike
on the
does
ground.
like a
I mean,
Iona
I'm
is
sorry,
still
Mike.
laying on the ground. So go
Yes,
ahead
it'd be fitting that you kill both of my characters.
and
No.
make
I'm sorry.
Don't be
Make-
sorry. This is
make an
great.
attack roll against Majewski with your smart gun, please.
I'd
Oh my
totally
God.
forgotten. I had totally
I did
forgotten
too.
that he killed Mike
She
with a
killed-
character.
Dante.
Okay,
good.
I clicked it. It hasn't done anything yet. I don't want to.
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
Dante, so 4 points of damage, but you have... Oh, it's armor piercing. 4 points of damage. Where does that put you?
Bodyguard.
Yes, Chaplain can push
Oh,
you out of the
nice.
way.
Good on you.
MV.
Chaplain,
have
4
4
points of
health.
damage.
Oh,
That would have broken me.
Oh. And remember, he's not going to stop till you're broken. But I think it's going to break Chaplain, and that'll snap him out of it.
oh man.
Or how many hit points? Do you have 5? Because we kept...
Did somebody play Chaplain last?
Yes.
When I opened the character sheet, it was at 5, but I remember being fully repaired up before before the end of the last.
Yeah, because we had talked about the errata on your
Character
starter
sheet.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think that the person in your next game has 5. I got to remember to adjust that.
Okay.
But yeah, I did get 1 success. That's all I need. I'm hit instead.
Okay, so the thing to remember here, he doesn't stop until you're broken.
That's fine.
I'm just, but okay, whew, we got other panic rolls that are going on at the same time. My God, this is
Fun.
this is alien. So Iona, you're lying there, and you start to tremble. All skill rolls are a -2 until you stop trembling. So it's not so bad. Captain, your nervous twitch kicks in again. You gain a stress, and so does everybody else in your range band. Which is everybody. And
God.
Majewski, you start to tremble, so all of your agility rolls are a -2.
Is there a place we can write this on our? I'll just put on my critical injuries, but then
Okay.
take it off.
So, I'm gonna make Chaplain you're the new target. Because he is supposed to keep attacking until his target's broken. You jumped in front, you pushed him out of the way, you used your ability, so you're now standing there, and he's just gonna keep unloading until you're ripped apart. So make
Hey, man.
another attack, Hammer.
Yeah. Anything to prove myself. Just
Oh,
You won't
okay.
stop until you or the target is broken. I guess we're gonna go in turn order now. We're gonna because it says you or the
Yeah.
target. So now we're in
Yeah.
turn order. Iona. Hammer has a crazy look in his eyes. Chaplain just hopped over you and pushed Majewski out of the way of getting shot by Hammer. What do you want to do?
Now, can I calm him down?
Milk
Like, can
everywhere.
I talk him down without doing damage? Like, can I incapacitate him without? Breaking.
Normally you can use command or something like that, but it specifically says here you will not stop until you or the target is broken.
Dang.
You or the
All
target.
right.
So he is.
So he's frothing at the mouth.
It's literally he's berserk. That's what it's called. He's literally going nuts. This is what he's bred for. He's been waiting for action. It's finally happened, and it's broken him.
Yay!
Did you just shoot? You just shot Hammer?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Look at all those panic rolls.
Yeah. It's because I've got like
Jeez.
8 stress right now.
Yeah,
I
I think we're all
respect
just
it.
gonna die from stress.
This
Yeah.
happened in
Yeah.
Charity of the Gods. Jen was there. This is how it ended in Charity of the Gods, did it not, Jen?
So
With all the stress.
So before I pull the trigger, I look into his eyes to see if there's any like if there's any of the hammer I know in there. And unfortunately, there's double hammer.
yeah.
I shoot him.
All right, so that's 5 points of damage, Hammer. Does that make you broken?
Yes, it does.
so unless the panic is immediate or lasting 1 round, others can be stopped by being broken. 1 turn passes, or another character comes to your aid and makes a command roll. Counts as a slow action in combat.
Typically. In this instance, though, it is specifically worded that you won't stop until you or them are broken.
Yeah,
Typically, you
specific in
can stop
general.
them. You can use command to stop them in most cases. But he rolled the second highest result on the panic table.
Sorry, guys.
Berserker.
But that does put me down because it's
You're
on
down.
the piercing,
So hammer
no-
drops. Hammer, roll me a d66, please.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Hammer. I had to do it.
Oh god,
Oh no.
that's probably
Oh
bad.
no. Oh no. No.
It's okay.
Disemboweled. Instant death.
Okay.
My love for you is ticking clock.
Iona
Berserker.
shoots you in the back, right where there's the space between your armor and the bottom of it, and just right
I
in that
respect
sweet
it.
spot.
It had to happen.
Intestines
80s,
just
80s
start
movie slow-mo.
spiraling out, and he yells as he hits the ground in a pool of blood. Make me a panic roll, Iona. I hope you don't go berserk next. This will
That would be great.
There's a very good chance my panic's insane.
Roll 13 or lower. Oh, okay, 13. Flee.
What?
All right, you jump up and run away. All right, you just can't take it anymore. You must flee to a safe place and refuse to leave. To leave it. You won't attack anyone and won't
man.
attempt anything dangerous. You're not allowed to make a retreat roll. If you have an enemy at engaged range, your stress level decreases by 1. But every friendly character who sees you must make an immediate panic roll. So Iona unloads on Hammer, kills him, drops him, gets up, and then runs away like, no! No! Everybody make me a panic roll.
Oh my god.
Man, I was not expecting it to end tonight.
Yeah.
It's not ending
But I
tonight.
lose a stress.
You lose a stress.
Silver lining.
So Silva and Majewski. You drop an item. Both of you drop an item, and your stress increases by 1. Wow. You're right, Chef. Getting
Yeah.
disemboweled is what Hammer would have wanted. You're not wrong.
It's true. He taught Iona to kill, and at the end, it's more than he could have ever asked for.
And Iona's not sure he can handle the responsibility. It obviously shook him, you know. But
Um,
like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, some sort of horrible murderous butterfly. Here I am.
The stress never got this crazy in the game Jeff played in the run through of this. It got
Matt's always bragging about his cool other group.
It got-
You guys
it-
notice
Yeah.
that?
It got crazy later on. Jeff actually fled from combat twice. Like back-to-back combats. His character like ran away both times. But it never got this nuts. Drop an item. You both lose your combat knives.
What? But my combat knife is in my belt.
Oh, there's still one left alive, isn't there? I'm gonna say
Yeah, at this point, that guy's just probably watching us like.
he ran away. He's gone. It's over. He saw the opportunity. He was injured already. He just ran. He fucking booked it after he watched you guys start opening fire on one another.
We just come around the corner, we murder his whole squad.
Yeah.
Crazy Americans, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, so we lost Hammer.
Saved all the civilians.
You
We
saved
did.
all
Out
those
all
civilians.
of those guys.
Big damn.
Saved.
Get lost hammer.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chaplin gets story point. Silva gets story point. Iona gets story point. Majewski gets a story point. Hammer would have gotten one if he made it out alive.
Yeah.
All right, so Hammer, you died. Do you want to reveal your agendas for Act 1 and 2 to
I mean-
everybody, seeing as how you're dead now?
I don't think it really surprised anybody. So Act 1, you're better than corporate paramilitaries as well as the pussy marines around you. Prove it. So that was Act 1. And then for Act 2, your teammates don't deserve to be called marines. You must show them how a real marine fights. Find a steady supply of X-Stims and kill, kill, kill.
That's what he was doing here. I
I can only imagine what his third act would have been. I have to assume it would have been even better.
Do you want me to? Do you want to know?
Find an American flag and make a tank top out of
No, it's
Yeah.
good, and I haven't
Yeah, I
seen it
wanna
come.
know.
I haven't seen it come to fruition yet, and I'm hoping one group does.
I
It's
I'm
batshit crazy,
surprised.
and I want to see it happen. Act 3 for Hammer. You're the toughest there's ever been. Prove it by killing an alien in hand-to-hand combat. Then get away without the others unless they earn the right to survive. You basically go fucking solo. You're taking them on in hand-to-hand combat, and the others have to prove to be around you.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I wish.
I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen Hammer go toe-to-toe with just a combat knife against a xenomorph.
That sounds amazing. But I did kill an innocent woman, so, you know, that's close.
Basically the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
basically
the same.
You're basically Herc Mondo, so yeah.
You thought you went hand to hand with it, Xeno.
All right, so you, like Silva said, you've saved the civilians. I guess you're playing Mason now, aren't you, Hammer?
I suppose so. Let me look up what Mason's got.
Yeah, let me share some Mason agendas with you.
Okay.
And this is
Man,
why...
I put all that time. This is like I put all this time into building relationships with Hammer. Now it's like
you shot him. You killed him.
You could have just shot Chaplin. I mean,
and now
in
the
fairness,
Juice has no rival and nobody.
All right,
Juice
Jeremy?
is the loneliest Juice.
Juice is the loneliest.
Right,
yes.
check
I
out
just
Mason.
shared out Act 1 and Act 2 agendas for you for Mason.
Okay, check that out. I'll read her. Agenda 2.
And you're now Gunnery Sergeant Mason.
Mason's gonna take a little bit more nuance than than Hammer.
Oh, man. Oh, so, blood in the streets. Do one of you go get Iona out of the building that he's currently holed up in?
Chaplin will do it.
All right.
Just let him work it out. He's got the wiggles.
Chaplin. Well, Chaplin goes over towards the building where Iona is in. Iona.
I literally don't. I mean, like,
I start looking
Am
around
I-
the building for him.
yeah. So am I like? What can I do? Am I back to normal, or am I just like freaking out, man?
Yeah, you're coming down. The combat's over. You're sitting there. You're hyperventilating, but you're watching this, like, what's playing out. Maybe you ran inside a building. You're watching through the window, and Chaplin is sauntering over, and you're calming down.
He saunters over.
There is no sauntering with Chaplin. He's
What kind of music's playing?
Yeah.
Saxophone? Sexy saxophone?
It's like Spider-Man 3,
Yeah.
where he's just walking down the street.
Nice. So I'm trembling. I'm like clearly still hurt, but I respond faintly to Chaplin, and I'm like, "Is Hammer okay?"
I wish to express my sympathies. He is not.
So Iona's gonna cry. He's gonna cry like a little baby. But he gets up and he follows you after a short sobbing fit.
There. Zil try and put his hand out towards your shoulder.
Iona slaps it off because he's hard as fucking ice now.
He is gonna find that American flag and wear it.
That was
Yeah.
the death of his childhood.
Yeah.
Mason.
That's as close as Hammer could have ever been to being a parent.
Mason is with the refugees, or you're holding back.
Okay.
Like, so you're on the scene. You've been here all along. That's the beauty of having these NPCs with you. This whole squad has been there, so you know everything that's played out up until this point. So Mason, you can walk up on the scene and see what happened. We'll get you right in there.
Okay. Ooh. Well, you know, I can't say I'm terribly surprised to see that happen. But, you know, even if he was a son of a bitch, he deserves a burial.
Is Mason now also just like in love with Hammer, being like, wow, what a cool son of a bitch though, huh?
Burial? We ain't got time for burials.
Well, then I'll carry him.
Just don't be dead weight, like Hammer.
Wow. That's good.
I own
You're
a company
belittling yourself,
tablet.
Juice.
And he's like, I'll help you.
You're better than that. I know you are.
Captain, how are you faring?
Drug.
We've just lost someone. How do you think I'm faring?
So Mason hauls the.
I apologize. I
shredded
simply
body.
must ask.
I think it's time we go back, get those people that are huddled up, and move out.
Shibieski, how are you faring?
I've been worse. I mean, got you to thank for that again.
It is my pleasure.
Well, then you just jump in front of all the bullets for me now.
Oh, that's twice.
That is currently the
Mhm.
plan.
All right, well, then I'll stick with you.
I am in need of repairs.
Well, our comtech specialist, as I look at Hammer, is a little predisposed now. Do we actually have a comtech person here now? As I look at like everyone, because I've got nothing.
Shit. Iona's
Yeah.
gonna sort of sadly look at Silva, Captain Silva, and be like,
I'll attempt.
Sorry, Captain. I had to.
Three
Whoa.
successes.
Some
Nice.
some banter would help a lot of us.
Well, if you got it, drop it. You can.
So 3 successes? Awesome.
3 successes and
Yep.
a panic. Oh, 9.
I was
Drop
afraid.
an item.
I was like, "Are you gonna put me down?"
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose all of your stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Captain Silva's just dropping things left and right.
Yeah,
it's like, it's a curse from the ghost of the lady that she said drop something outside.
What do you got? You're gonna lose your transponder.
Okay.
Oak's here. Oak, you just missed PvP due to stress, due to panic.
So if I have banter, I can do it
You do
between
it-
fights all the time.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well then, so
What?
Iona's going to try to do his best to relieve some banter, relieve some stress.
All right. Everybody loses 2 stress.
Should have been bantering the whole time, Iona.
I have been. I've done it twice this session, and I did it twice last session.
Dante tried and then he died, so you know, or she died.
Dante was like, hey, you guys want to? And it just got lit up.
Okay. So you guys have kind of pulled it together, and you start going through the snow towards Fort Nebraska. As you do so, that big ship that's looming up in the sky above you, all of a sudden you can hear some mechanical noises coming from way up there. It almost sounds like turbines or generators or fans starting up. And as you hear that, you look up in the sky, and all of a sudden this like black mist starts raining down on the whole colony. We'll do a little description. This description is more of a cinematic thing where it cuts, away.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep this in mind. So you hear a succession of air bursts explode. You hear these big fans going off, and the sky goes pitch black as it starts to rain this black goo all over the city. Panicked colonists, marines, enemy troops alike scramble for cover, but it's too late. A churning black tar wraps from their retching throats and eyes. A convulsing man tears his face as a woman next to him shrieks at the clouds. The dying climb all over each other, twisting in agony. Bodies bubble and ossify into grotesque black caricatures of life, forsaken souls forever crying out for their absent gods. Those further from the airbursts fall to their knees, and black veins, spider webbing, webs across their splintering flesh as they crumble to dust. Others wither in the blackened snow, their skulls pulsing and limbs stretching. You are in hell. So you are on the very edge of this burst. So that scene would have been taking place at the epicenter of these people turning to monsters, turning to ash, vomiting up this goo. You're at the very, very, very edge of this rain, so you're not going to be affected by it as that description. But you are going to have to make rolls, virulence rolls against disease, because you can still be affected by this. So
Now,
yes.
am I to understand that was saying that they were turning into xenomorphs, or that
They are not. No, they are not turning into xenomorphs. They're like weird. Like their limbs start going elongated.
Yeah.
Their heads
Okay, I
like
just wanna double
bubble
check.
and like
Yeah.
get like big and disformed. But they're not xenomorphs. But this goo is affecting them. If you,
It's mutational. Is what
if
you're
I
saying.
were to tie it to a movie, what was the last one? Covenant.
That's what. Okay, that's exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
And like black veins start like appearing all over their faces. I need everybody to make me a stamina. It's a virulence roll. When you do that, it's against disease. You make a stamina roll against the virulence rating of this disease. It's a rating of 3, so you want 3 successes or more. Hey, Majewski's good. It does not affect him.
Now, so I actually think I'm all right, but I think some of us have, when the going gets tough or past the limit, which lets you push any skill roll based on strength twice, but it increases your strength by 1. So if you have that, just double check.
Iona's fine. Majewski's fine. Silva and Mason can both push the roll, or if they have that ability.
Is this something where like are there degrees of success, or is it you get
It's
3 or nothing?
It's an opposed roll, and it's actually pretty low because most virulence rolls are like a 6, so it's ridiculous. This is low.
What I mean to say is like
getting 6 is like easy.
Does it mean nothing if you don't get at least 3, or does it at least help you to try and get 1 or 2?
It doesn't help you. You need to. It's an opposed roll, so you
Like, is
need
it
to get the
binary?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm pushing to hope to get 3, I don't see that being likely.
Okay, sounds good.
And plus, it might be fun. I don't know what this does. Maybe it'd be fun to have a character have it.
Yeah. Okay, I like it. Let me see what happens to you.
I'll just assume she's really tired because she's in the middle of trying to lug Hammer's body around.
So all of
You're not
she's
gonna
maybe
push it?
wheezing.
No, he's not gonna push it.
You're not going to use the story? Oh, wait. You're dead.
Mason just
Yeah.
like, it's like snowflakes falling. Mason just opens her mouth and puts out her tongue and just like,
Oh, wait. Well, wait. Can Silva use a story point to just automatically pass that? That's the last question I'll ask.
No. But
That's
Silva
okay.
passed. Silva passed.
Yeah.
Silva's
Ended
Oh.
up passing because I did do that past the limit, so I get to push strength skill checks twice.
Oh,
And
okay.
Chaplin obviously does
But you
not need
gain
to
a
roll.
stress, I think.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did.
Okay. I'm going to share a card with you, Jeremy.
Yay!
It's a birthday card.
I'm excited.
It's under story cards. Just give me one moment here.
Okay.
It's under story cards. You should see one in there. I don't think you shouldn't have access to any other cards in there. Should only be the one.
Okay, I see it.
I don't want to call the name out to everybody. So
Okay.
Super alien card.
Oh man, I
um
have dysentery.
yeah, cool. So you can role play that out however you want. I leave it up to
Okay.
you. By the way,
Stupid hay fever.
welcome to Act 3, everybody.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Welcome to Act 3. I gotta
Alright.
show more cards out.
Yeah, you do.
Considering Silva and Chaplin got exposed, would we know that Mason's experiencing some issues?
I'll tell you what. Give me one moment with these story cards, and I will
Okay.
allow you to. I will allow it. I'll let we can.
I'm the game master here.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. All right, Mason, yours is shared.
Act 3. Oh my gosh. You almost made it, Hammer. Almost.
I know.
Hey,
But then
you
you
made it a
just-
whole act farther than Dante did.
It's true.
It's true.
Do you think they're arguing in heaven?
Yeah. What are you talking about? He showed up and I fist bumped him. That's
Chat-
what Dante did.
Goodness.
Chaplain, yours is
Yeah.
visible to you. Where's Jen? Jen, you're further up because you were in this game.
But fist bump means
a
you
long time
punched
ago.
him. Because it's Valhalla.
Yeah, okay. He showed up to Valhalla. Yeah. I fist bumped him. In
All
the
right,
face.
Silva, you're good. Do we have an Iona? I have an Iona. I got to share out.
I think Jeff's onto something there.
Ken, where are you?
That's a great question. Of course they did. They were good Marines.
Of course they
Iona,
did. They went to Marine Heaven.
You got
Valhalla.
yours. And Mike.
Marine.
Because remember,
All right,
we're
Mike-
good people, all right?
Mike, yours is up. I want you to take. A
I
look at
love
yours.
my agenda so much.
I want you to take a look at yours, Mike.
So just for a second, this is good like RPG writing. This is because everything's like a little push. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yes, it's fantastic.
All right.
Majewski, you got. Yeah.
I got mine. I looked at it. I know it. It's memorized.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So Act 3. Boom. We're there. We can play it for a little bit longer. We're kind of near the end of the session, but we can start doing some scenes. So, it's also affecting the refugees that are with you. Not all of them have passed their virulence rolls, and a couple of them start coughing. They start getting disoriented. They're dizzy. They start falling down to the ground.
I was gonna look at Captain Silva and train his gun on them.
Yeah.
We can't risk it, sir.
They start complaining that they're like symptoms. They're like, "Oh, I feel like I got a bad hangover. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's come over me."
Captain,
You
we
saw
need
those
to-
people earlier, sir.
Captain, we really need to get these to the base and get them properly diagnosed.
We need to get to the base. All right? No more dilly-dallying.
If also, as you're kind of scanning the scene, there are two who are complaining with these symptoms. If you want to look everybody over, including your fellow Marines, if they're not fessing up that they are feeling these symptoms, you can make an observation roll, and I'll do it at a -1 right now. If you want.
Me?
Anybody. Jen was asking, like, if she could, like, is there a way, like, I could tell that one of my Marines... Okay. You notice that Mason is holding it together, but is also maybe looking a little weak. When you look at Mason, you take a good look. You walk over, and you see what looks to be, like, little black worms swimming around in Mason's eyes.
So it was worse than I had it. That's great.
And you'll also notice it on the two who are complaining of feeling sick.
Chaplain,
Yes, Captain.
you come check Mason over real quick.
This is our last character here, so just keep that in mind before you start killing
Hey, Hammer's not here. We'll be
Jeremy's
fine.
character.
It's true. I was kind of the impulsive one on that.
Sure. I'm forgetting the character of the name of Jeremy's new character.
Mason.
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 Mason. Do you require assistance?
I'm not feeling good.
May I take a look?
You can. We can't let this go any further. You
We
know
need-
it.
We need to get to base soon. Very soon. But yeah, I want to do a quick look over right now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make me a medical roll. It'll be a -1. See if you can pinpoint what this may be, if you've ever seen anything like it before.
Got one.
Yep. You've never seen this disease per se before, but you know he's infected. There's something not good, and it's going to progressively get worse. These are the starting stages, and with like little black worms floating around in their eyes, and this feeling of disorientation.
Do I have an idea that this is different than the parasite?
Yes, 100%. This is not
Okay.
the same thing, because you also had the medical records from the San Rocco Medical Facility, and this does not line up with what you saw in those records at all. This is something completely different.
I do have good news. This is not what we have been worrying about this entire time. However, you need immediate medical attention. We need to get to base.
Okay.
All right, move out. No time to delay.
That's what I've been saying for like 10 minutes. Do I get a rest for 10 minutes while these guys were doing all this?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Everybody loses stress while you've been
think
sitting here after some of you get diseased. Technically, you're not in a safe place, but I'll let you shed. We'll shed a stress here.
All right.
Can I shed a little bit more by staring at my object of
You could shed one more by using your object. Remember, it's
my
once per act,
focus object?
though.
Yeah, so Iona's gonna stare intensely at a photograph and then stash it away.
Okay, so that's one more stress. The black cataract, yeah. Yeah. So you guys start walking. You start marching. You want to get your marine back and safe, as well as these refugees. As you're walking, you hear a familiar voice call out from one of the alleys nearby. You hear,
I shoot him.
Marines. It seems
Is this
like
fucking Wayland Yutani?
it seems like you look. It's Miss Eckford is standing there. It seems like you could use a way off this planet and fast. The offer still stands. And she steps out from the shadows. It is Miss Eckford once again.
Iona's gonna look at Captain and be like, maybe we should listen to her, Captain. The situation's changed.
Captain, we need to get back to base. All right.
And
Do you know what's
these
going
corpse.
on
That's
with this dust?
that's
this
why I'm
blackness?
I need to get to that base. No, we need to get off this planet. I have nothing to do with this. I don't know what's happened, but we need to get the base. We need to get the hell off of this planet. And I recommend you take me up on my offer this time.
Do you know what that dust is, lady?
No, do you?
Do you know what that ship is?
No. I've never seen anything like it before.
So
I'd
then
like
what
to-
use are you?
Is there any sort of like
Observation for
like to see if I can just kind of watch for tells that a
Sure,
human
yeah,
would
observation.
give, or
Observation roll.
any modifiers?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking at her close. You're scrutinizing everything, every inflection,
And
every
I'm
little-
not hiding it either.
Okay, every little use of body language, and
Mm-hmm.
She appears to be genuine. You also notice while you're looking, like, she does not have her ape soldiers with her right now. Those guys are gone.
What happened to your APE soldiers?
She says, the UPP. It's just me, and that's why we need to work together to get off this planet.
Correct. You mean UPP. I was referring to the type of suits they were wearing, APE.
Yes, the UPP got them.
Ah, I see what you mean. Captain.
We were ambushed by a dropship.
Very well. Captain,
Breast
body-
gas, fucking Chaplain. Very well.
her body language is saying that she is being truthful. However, through extreme training, someone can appear to give off this body language. Odds say that she is telling the truth.
So her agenda is to try to get back to base with us to get off
She
planet.
wants to get to base and get the hell out of it. Her security's gone. So she's like, I need you, you need me. She says, As you're talking, she pipes up. She goes, "I can guarantee you all cushy security jobs if we get out of here. You don't have to deal with this shit anymore. No more wars. No more whatever it is you were fighting tonight." And she kind of smirks when she says that. Get
Can
me
you
there.
guarantee we wipe out whatever we were fighting tonight?
Wipe out? No. What do you mean?
Don't play stupid. You know what I mean.
Listen. I'll hook you all up with corporate security jobs. I have a stash at that base. I managed to go down there, and I know what they were doing down in sub-level 3. I've got a stash down there. I got a stash of $200,000. I got some X-Stims.
That's not even that much now. Matt.
Ma'am, I'm
I
sure
know.
that
You can get us access to where they were doing this.
Possibly.
You can get us access to that level.
Possibly. You get me to the base.
I'm sure
All
that
right, you're coming with us. We ain't have any more time talking about this. Let's move out.
I'm glad you finally came to your senses, Marine.
Do I happen to have like handcuffs on me or anything like that?
No, Marines would not carry handcuffs.
You have a belt.
You do
I
have
got
a
a
belt.
belt.
You can tie your hands with.
All right. Well, the only way you're going to get in is probably as a prisoner. So I'm going to take great joy in tying you up right now.
She will resist.
It's all an act. I'll assure her. It's all an act. Wink, wink.
No, I am not.
If you want to come with us, you need to put those on.
Why?
Why?
What am I going to do?
why?
I'm one person. I'm one person. What am I going to do?
We've got to explain why you're with us, don't we?
Guys,
To
just
who?
think about the money.
To
That's
who?
$40,000.
I'm not thinking about the money. I'm thinking about getting back to
think anybody's
base.
alive? That was ground zero. She points at Fort Nebraska for whatever this shit was that fell out of the sky.
it is imperative that we get back to base so that we can look over these 3 individuals.
Maybe we can
Good.
get some answers about what happened to Dante and everybody else that we've looked at tonight.
All else can be handled later, Captain.
All right. She walks in front
She smirks and she goes right in front and walks
and hustles.
and hustles. All right,
She's still in her heels, isn't she?
she is still in her heels in
Oh
a
my
big
God.
giant fur coat.
Perfect for snow.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning her as Sean Young from Blade Runner, but is that not a good?
Yeah, that's a good fit.
Yeah, pretty good. All right.
So she's hot, but
Jen
stupid.
said it. Jen said it, not me. So I
she's
can
hot
now
but
say it.
stupid.
Whoa.
But
Whoa.
she's walking around in little high heels in the snow. You're gonna lose toes.
Rachel was very businesslike in Blade Runner.
Yeah, and had green eyes. So
Good movie. All right, so you guys start walking and you continue on. You're getting closer and closer to the fort, but you're also getting further and further into like the epicenter of this shit that was dropped down on the colony. And as you do so, you're seeing signs of what it has done to people who are exposed to more of it. And this is where you see bodies laying on the ground. Their heads are all deformed and bubbled, burst open. They've got these black spider-like veins all over their body. You look back at Mason and the other two. You're like, shit, don't let them see this. And as you are also walking, you get to a scene. And it's almost like a forest. But instead of trees, it's a petrified forest of corpses. It looks like there was a large group of colonists that were here when they were exposed to whatever this black goo that was dropped out of the ship. The ship, by the way, has since left during this all exchange. It's just kind of silently taken off and is gone after dropping this stuff on you. And you're walking amongst, and these people are they're almost like made out of ash, and they're like frozen or petrified in poses of agony and looking up at the sky and like hunched over, whatever their death pose was when this stuff took effect on them. And as you're walking and you're witnessing this eerie scene, you can hear a child's voice calling out, "Dad! Dad, where are you? Dad!" And you see a small boy walking from like body to body, looking for his father. Everybody gain 1 stress. And he's shouting out, And he turns and he sees the group of you. He goes, "Have you seen my dad?"
No, but if you want to come with us, you can.
I just really want to find my dad.
Good luck.
Is your dad a soldier?
No, he was a miner.
Are you coming with us or not?
No.
All right, move out.
Okay. If you see my dad, tell him Justin's looking for him.
Bye, Justin.
Iona pushes the kid in the snow as they leave.
You don't have to be rude.
Your guardian angel nods approvingly.
I got the darkness in me now.
So happy.
Well,
Yeah,
as
but-
you push the kid in the snow, he
Oh,
falls
shit.
down and he starts to scream out loud at this terrible noise, and his arms start to grow and get all elongated, and his face and head starts to bubble, and his head kind of melds with his shoulder, and he turns into this deformed, twisted creature.
Iona
with
unleashes
fire.
his smart gun.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna
I was
he's gonna take a leap at you, Iona, you asshole.
That's what you deserve.
You did the right thing, Iona.
Yeah, don't let anyone else tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
Give
Man.
me
You
initiative.
just left it alone. We kept it walking away.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're good people.
Yeah. We're big damn heroes.
I'm gonna have to start bossing Iona around. I could feel it in my bones.
I think you should. Iona's pushing kids in the snow and they turn into monsters and attack him.
Or maybe I just saw something you guys didn't.
I'll put the dog on the map to represent the kid. Do you want to know what the last group did?
do the-
As soon
do
as
the
they saw him,
cabbie
they shot him. The other group, Jeff's group saw him and shot the kid.
Nice.
Have you
thought
seen my
about
dad?
saying that.
And it was, I think Hammer was like, nope.
You could feel it coming.
Oh my god. That's so good.
Be like, I can take you to your dad. Pop, 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 pop.
All right, so we'll plug in your initiatives, please. My little mutated morphed kid has a 7. Iona, you're right next to it. You're all standing together. We don't need a map or anything for this. You're all standing by as Iona walks over and shoves this kid in the snow. Shut up, Justin.
Look at my number, Matt.
What did you get? A 1? Silva, what did you get?
I'm sorry, what am I doing?
What did you get for initiative?
Initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Behold my number,
Okay.
Matt.
Look at my number, Matt.
5.
Yes, I see it. It's so glorious. All right, so Iona, you push this kid in the snow. It twists and turns and shrieks and mutates into this horrible creature. And you get the you just point your pulse rifle at it. I'm assuming,
Full auto.
Do you want
I go full auto.
No, don't go full auto.
Or you
don't-
can aim.
No, yeah, take aim. Full autos, you're gonna gain stress.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's a good point.
Additional
Sorry.
targets. Take aim,
I was just getting jacked up.
which
Yeah.
gives you a +2. Don't do full auto.
Yeah, so I'll do +2, take aim.
Full auto a kid's face.
Fuck him.
Doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
With the light playing on
14.
Iona's face, for a second he looks like Hammer.
There's so much damage on that poor little kid.
Kid's not dead.
It's not a lot
It's
of
not a
with
kid.
that damage.
I
It's
know
not a
it's
kid
not.
anymore. Yeah.
It's
There's
not
still a
kidding
lot of
around.
damage. It's pretty awesome.
All right. Sorry. I'm just,
This is
that's
combat
a lot of
in
damage.
space.
Go ahead and make your panic roll, please. So you fire on this kid's face. Make me a panic roll. You heard it. You significantly heard it.
Below, dude. Oh my god. No.
Gonna be fine.
I was like, it's
Oh,
gonna be a
drop an item. You guys
14.
keep dropping items. It's the
Yeah,
worst
well,
one.
we'll just.
But
All right. Your
Butterfinger.
stress goes up by 1, and you're gonna drop an item. What is Iona got on? You got any grenades, Iona?
I do. I have grenades. I got
right,
a combat knife and a pistol.
You lose a grenade. All right, you fire this thing, and it shrieks. It doesn't let out a human sound anymore. Weird, gurgled, high-pitched shriek at you. This is no longer a boy. It's no longer a child. Silva, you're up next. Captain Silva.
I'm definitely going to aim.
Be a man. Yes, he has become a man. Oh! Alright, so you finish this thing. Then there's no acid blood. No acid blood shoots out of it. This is not a xenomorph by any means. This is not what you saw. What you saw earlier tonight. You finish it off. You take aim. You shoot over Iona's shoulder, and this kid just gets obliterated. Its blood has turned almost like blackish now. Kind of goo. And it sprays all in the snow, and it just lets out a horrible sanity grating sound. And you got a 12. Oof. Scream! You scream your lungs out for one round. Ah! Losing your next slow action. Your stress level is decreased by 1. You
Thank
lose
goodness.
stress.
It's very therapeutic.
But every
scream.
friendly character who hears your scream must make an immediate panic roll.
Oh, so I turned into a banshee.
Yes, your blood-curdling
Fantastic.
scream.
Panic roll.
That's like something I do.
I think, Mason, you're
Thanks,
going to be fine
Captain.
because you only have 1 stress, don't you?
Yeah.
So I get another stress.
Yeah, yeah.
So we gain a stress and then roll?
No, you guys don't gain a stress.
Just panic.
You just have to
Okay.
roll panic, so no extra stress.
And I'll take 2 off of that.
Okay.
Mason has a thing that lets her take 2 off of panic rolls.
Oh, you're playing that one, yes. So you're fine, Mason. When when Silva starts screaming, Majewski starts screaming, ah! In unison.
They
Two
match
start screaming
pitches.
together.
Like
Yeah,
getting each
yeah,
other's faces even.
Two start
scream
screaming
into
as this
each other's
boy
mouths.
is
Yeah.
lying there twitching, dying.
They're both just doing small circles with their arms up in the air like Muppets, just screaming as loud as they can.
And I gain my stress back.
So I lose a stress from
Iona, you
screaming,
drop
right?
another item, so gain a stress.
Right.
How many grenades do you have left?
You said I dropped them all, apparently.
No, I was just one. I was making you drop. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
so
make
I
you drop-
took a flashbang for sure. So I'd probably, I don't know. I just dropped 1 grenade because I just wrote 1
So
grenade.
you drop another item. You're gonna drop another grenade or a flashbang or whatever.
Okay.
Just one though. You're not losing like the whole bandolier.
Oh,
Jen,
you
I
know
don't-
what? I do have 2 because I put ditto marks on my sheet.
Okay, so you've lost both your grenades in the snow.
Jen, I don't think you were supposed to gain a stress from that, though.
From him being a banshee?
Yeah, you don't gain stress, you just make another panic roll.
Oh.
Yeah. So so that means you guys have to make another panic roll as Majewski breaks into a blood-curdling scream, but you do not gain a stress.
Now I
But
don't need to make a panic roll
You
again,
don't need to
right?
make a panic roll.
Okay.
Your stress goes down by 1 as you start screaming also.
But we do again.
Awesome.
Yes.
My God.
It just
By a
keeps
mess of
snowballing.
1.
All right, so Mason is
It's
good.
true, you don't touch kids.
And with the blood-curdling scream and the forest of petrified dead people all around you and the dead kid in the snow, you freeze up, Iona. Your stress... You're frozen by stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendlies within short range of you increase bonus. So everybody gains a stress. You scream for like a few minutes, and then everybody gets it together. And Chaplain's just standing there calm as starts screaming.
The camera's doing like a Dutch angle and zooming in on all of our faces, and then it cuts to
Extreme
Chaplin just
close-up.
being totally normal and like relaxed.
He's combing his mustache.
It cuts back to him and he has
Oh
the
my
mustache
God.
on, and then back again and he's got no mustache.
Wow. The stress happening with this group is great. I love it. I think that's a good point to end at the spiral of stress that was taking place. I love how it's just like it's just bouncing off one another at this point. That Cherry of the
Yeah.
Gods got this bad with stress, where it just kept
my
affecting
God.
everybody else.
Uh-huh.
Whew, that was good.
Would you?
Hmm?
We'll talk about it later.
I'm going to have to, I think, make a couple of extra characters to insert in here. 'Cause
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
you have not
yeah.
even made it to Fort Nebraska yet, and Fort
Nope.
Nebraska has a lot of surprises, and I know not everybody's gonna make it out of there alive.
Hopefully, there's no kids there. Iona. I'm gonna make it like a group rule: no touching kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why do you keep saying that?
You touch the kid. and
He's not touching the
everything
kids. The
goes
bullets are touching the kids.
Let's use a different vernacular.
Let's
phrase
phrase
rather
that
use how
differently.
Shooting children than touching kids.
Shame on
Whoa.
you guys.
Back it up. I don't need Twitch
That
to come
train.
after me here.
That
for the
train is
show.
awful.
Yikes.
Look, I did what was right.
No pushing kids. No hitting kids. No shooting kids.
But he wasn't a kid.
He was a kid when you pushed him.
You were both monsters in the end.
Are you implying that me pushing him is what turned him into a monster?
I command you to not touch any more kids.
All right.
All the way there and push them into the snow.
Okay.
Let's do our roundtable plugs for what we got going on, and then we'll be back. Oh, we got to determine we're going to come back to play this.
With 10 times more kid touching.
Yeah.
All the kids.
Come back
I'm
in
just
10
gonna
minutes.
shoot you now.
Stop.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the next one in two. I've got 24th. I don't know if that's.
Did we pencil that in for 24th?
I'm good.
No, I'm just saying
We
like I
didn't pencil
could.
in, but we could.
I could do 24th.
Yeah, that works for me.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh,
2 weeks.
Think of the 24th. We
Alright.
could technically do Halloween. I mean, I don't know if anybody's got any plans. I know we don't.
I do have stuff on
Yeah,
Halloween.
I do too. I'm gonna go see like my brother. That's like the extent of trick or treating. Go, my brother's down the street.
We're staycation people from now until next year.
Wow,
Yep.
that's
Well,
stress.
Yeah. All that stress.
That was crazy.
Cool. We know when we're gonna play
Oh.
next. So Adam, go ahead and plug stuff. I'll get that link again for Flames of Freedom.
Yeah, so I did plug Flames of Freedom at the beginning. Yeah, would like to plug that again. Just say check it out. It's something that Grim Perilous has worked on for Andrews McNeil Universal. It's a full core book for the Zweihander D100 system, or the powered by Zweihander D100 system. And also tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Central, you can tune in and watch me playing Other Side on this channel. So if you want to watch me play a strategy game and hang out and talk and stuff on a nice relaxing Sunday, tune in.
Very good. Jeremy.
So there's the fun little Pludecast with Matt and Ken here. We'll talk about a bunch of awesome comics. Got a new one coming up very soon. And it probably couldn't hurt to mention there's a fun zine out there called Day and Dies at the end. It's 50 cents. You'll love it.
I think I do have a command for that. All right, I'll drop the Plutecast in there and Dan does the end, and Flames of Freedom in the chat. Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of mimic Adam, where Flames of Freedom, Kickstarter right now. You can download the quick start guide for free. So if you want to just check it out, you can do that. And then, watch Other Side with Adam tomorrow, because that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kenneth?
What's the frequency?
I got nothing going on.
That hasn't been mentioned already.
Yeah, that's it. We're good.
All right, Jen?
I'm making a personal note to shoot Iona at the beginning of next week.
Wow.
So that's what you're going to plug is Iona?
That's
Yeah, I'm plugging Iona
It's
next
so
week.
unfair. I got
Or,
away with
2
so
weeks
much.
from now, come back and see what happens when I plug Iona for not listening to my commands. But anyways, besides that, if you want to support Grim and Perilous, we do have a Patreon.
Yes.
If you want to plug that, Adam.
yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Adam.
And we'll be back on Tuesday on my channel, doing
Yeah.
Borderlands 2. Haven't really decided what I'm doing with the rest of my schedule yet because I'm working on my Twitch channel itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, come back in 2 weeks.
Come back 2 weeks soon. It's going to happen in Act 3.
Will we make it to the end? I don't think we
I
will.
need to make some backup
No.
characters for all y'all because
Lots
It'd
of
be
backup
fine.
characters.
Yeah, since my agenda's changed.
Jeff's
I
here,
love
and
my
he
third
knows-
act agenda. Like
I'm
this is
really
gonna be
curious.
great, guys.
He knows.
I'm
I
glad
will
I'm
admit
off
there's-
my second one.
Yeah.
I do wish I could have had a knife fight with an alien, but
I want to
Would've
see
been
I would have
so
loved to have
good.
seen that. That'd have been great.
See, nobody in the free league game that I'm running took hammer, so we might see a knife fight with a xenomorph in that group because
Oh.
nobody's playing.
That's
him.
what I'm talking about.
he would be a great character to bring in on the third act, where you just want
Mhm.
somebody who is a heavy.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, maybe we should have thought about that.
Well, you
Dang
didn't
it.
know that his agenda is going to be go toe to toe with a
Yeah.
xenomorph with a knife.
Yeah, but keep the hard hitters for later.
Yeah,
That's also like a good, like,
That's
if you're
smart.
writing a movie, you want that third act, like, awesome character that people are like, that guy's the best part of the movie. That, like, crazy guy at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
Have a feeling Captain's gonna go down with the ship, so to speak.
Um,
I have no regrets. I like Hammer as
Um,
it was.
Yeah, Hammer's awesome. Where can you find me? Tune in Tuesday night here on this channel. A bunch of us are going to be playing Among Us at what time? 7:30 Central Standard Time. Is that right, Adam?
I cannot remember the time that
Is it
we.
30 or 30? I don't know.
I
You
think
can
it's
put it in
7:30.
there.
It's like our
It's
normal
in,
meeting
it's in
time.
Discord. Hang on. It's in Discord. I'm going to
We're
it.
gonna play Among Us for some fun because we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
celebrate hitting affiliate a few weeks back.
7:30 Central.
7:30 Central Time, we're going to play Among Us here on the channel to celebrate hitting affiliate. So a whole bunch of folks from Grim Perilous Studios will be here. We're going to be playing. We're going to kill each other. It's going to be fun. So come join us. We'll be here. We'll interact with all you lovely folks. And yeah, hopefully you'll come on out. Jeff, come join us, Jeff. Join us.
Nice.
And what else? What else got going on? You can find me Wednesday on twitch.tv/ZwyhanderRPG, where I'm running the In Between. That's at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can find me running this adventure. They are like one episode behind these people. They're like just behind them in this whole little thing. I'm running Alien Destroyer Worlds Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on twitch.tv/Free League Publishing. Find me there. So hopefully we'll see you guys come out on Tuesday night. Have a great week. Otherwise, this adventure will continue on the 24th, and Adam is streaming tomorrow afternoon. Oh, and if you guys are interested, would you want to see some Star Wars Squadrons streamed? I've been playing a lot of that. If you're interested in seeing that, I might stream it. Just let me know. Let me know if you want to see
I'll watch
Star Wars.
anything. I hear it's good.
It's fun. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
I've
fun.
heard great things about it.
It's a lot of fun. All right. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.